Welcome to the second part of our trip to Okinawa. Today I was on a mission to head to the shopping street. For breakfast I went to the local market and got this onion bagel, and let me tell you, it was so good. I was munching away. Finally, I got to the shopping street and saw some weird and wonderful things in the shops, like these characters. I particularly liked how they had the Velociraptor up there, as well as Astro Boy.
Yeah, I think I definitely prefer these little side alleys and parks over those long shopping streets. I'm kind of sick of them because they all just have souvenirs, similar sort of things. I mean, seen some cool stuff.
Exploring the calm local streets and seeing the local life was very, very relaxing. I was having the time of my life. One thing I loved about Okinawa was their monorail. It was so cool and I loved the designs on it. I also thought it ran really smoothly, and just the way that it looks, like in the city, just high up, it's got some really cool atmosphere to it.
So I'm in Shuri right now, and I'm heading up towards Shuri Castle. A really good view of Naha. City of Naha, and that's the bay. That's a cool building, and I have no idea what it is. So actually, while reading up about Shuri Castle, I read there was a fire in 2019, so some of it is under reconstruction right now. They're still encouraging people to come and see how the reconstruction efforts are coming along. Interested to see what it looks like. Oh my god. There's about 4 cats there. Looks like a really well fortified castle. So there's multiple gates leading up, and this reminds me straight out of Ghost of Tsushima. If you haven't played the game, it's based in Japan, but there's a lot of castles like that where you have to break in, and it's exactly like this. Like, they have multiple gates on the route. So I was wondering what that tower was. Turns out it's a mobile communication tower. Here's a further map. I believe that right there is the reconstruction. So they've just like covered it, I'm assuming from the weather. But this is the part that still remains undamaged. It's only about 400 yen for a ticket. I really want to go down there. I know that's a nice park down there. And you can see there the gates coming up, there to there. And then there's some further up on the way to it. What I love about about this is the fact that usually a lot of reconstruction efforts don't show behind the scenes or what it's like to rebuild, but this place is very open. Like, they tell you exactly what materials they use, give you like video demonstrations of how they did it. I love that. It's very informative, very interesting.
This image here showcases the absolute devastation caused by the fire in 2019.
Well, it was fun being at Shuri Castle, but now we're heading to the park. I think this building is actually part of the Shuri Castle grounds. I'm not too sure what though. This is definitely giving some tropical island prison vibes.
As evening drew closer, I was still roaming around the Okinawa streets. I just loved how much greenery there was and how peaceful the streets were. And when I boarded the next monorail, I was pleasantly surprised by all the flower decorations that they had put up. My next stop was this very cool pottery area.
Yeah, because this is a little pottery district, they have a lot of pottery pieces on the wall, which I think is really cool. Gatto. Gatto.
It was our last day in Okinawa, and we decided that we're going to head to Hacksaw Ridge. It was a really long hike up the hill, and it was sweltering hot. Eventually we made it to the top, which felt like a good achievement, and it was really interesting to read about the forces that were fighting atop Hacksaw Ridge during World War II.
I believe there's a cave leading down here. Probably used as a hideout at some point during the war. I believe this is part of the castle wall. Just like Shuri Castle yesterday. This is all that's left though. I'm assuming from the war. This cave looks like a sheer drop, to be honest. Or is it a bit more flat on this side? cool if that one's connected to the other one on the other side. This is really giving like Lord of the Rings medieval style castle.
So it turns out we also stumbled across some tombs in these white buildings, which was an interesting location.
Came across this little foot massage course, go all the way around, and I think I'm gonna do it because it'll be funny. It hurts so much. It's just like stepping on rocks. Oh, jeez. Oh, these are the best ones. These log tip ones. But those, absolutely not. These, hell yeah.
I took in my final view of Okinawa and Japan before we headed to the airport to take our trip to Taiwan. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video to see more of Taipei.